everybody, I'm Reverend Karen Mikowski, aka Butterfly Karen. Welcome. So I just want to do a quick intro to my collective energy messages for the collective. So if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. Thank you for staying with me. And you know, if you're new, welcome. Welcome to my weird and wonderful, wacky little world of, you know, I am a bit of an authentic weirdo. So you're either going to love me or hate me. There is no in between. So what you'll realize is as you sort of glide through my playlist is that I not only am I a minister, but I am a parapsychologist. I do specialize in many areas. I do many things with my expertise, my specialized services and abilities, human abilities. We've all got them. But because I sort of work on cold cases and active missing persons cases and things like this, it's kind of, again, it's a bit of a dark area, sort of where I go when I'm tapping into energy frequencies and using my amazing abilities to help people, again, unfortunately victims, etc. However, there is a sort of nice light side of what I do too, so that's why I do my collective energy readings. I mean, I don't use cards, but I will literally tap into energy frequencies, and I will just allow what wants to come in. So the messages can be very random. They can be very, you know, again, I use a lot of it. I do use the remote viewing method, obviously, and it's the easiest way to understand who I am, what I do, and why I do it is just to go to the website. So all of that information regards to me is in the description box below. I do have an amazing pay forward service right now too. That link is there too. That's amazing because all of the donations and contributions I receive through that is just fantastic. It just allows me to give free spiritual counselling to people that can't really afford it. To anybody that needs it, free parapsychological investigations and everything. It really does make a huge difference. And I just feel like over the last month, because of the donations and contributions you people are sending, it's just amazing. You don't even realise just how many people you've sort of helped through making those contributions and donations. That's what pays for my time, because my services are free, but my time is not. My time and energy are incredibly important, so we have to protect that. But I've been able to do so much for so many people, especially this last month. So it's a big thank you to you guys and gals, and I do hope you will continue to sort of pay it forward, because I'm all about beautiful karma. And the karma is just that energetic frequency we do give out. So if you're great, that's all coming back. If you're good, that's coming back. If you're bad, that's all you've got coming back. So it's up to you to do that shadow work within you. So again, big thank you. And that's kind of what I sort of do. That's the pay it forward. But again, all the information is in the description box below. Now, the energy messages I do, like I say, I try to designate at least one day a week, and I feel like I'm going to start designating 2 days to this too, just to receive message for the collective. Absolutely, messages from loved ones, etc. Whatever shift in the atmosphere, you know, environments and things like this. If there's any sort of messages coming through, any sort of little warnings. I mean, I don't like to create fear, but I don't like to withhold information. I feel like, because I'm always connected to the Supreme Divine, and that's kind of who I'm channeling. And obviously my guardians and my higher source and things like this. So if there's anything coming through from that 5 dimension, you know, that's kind of where I'm going and where I hang out a lot. So anything that's coming through that's for you peoples, it will come through. Now, if it resonates, fantastic. Whatever messages I'm coming through to, please don't make them fit. If it's not for you, don't make it fit. Don't sort of create something that's not really for you. But you know, you can always sort of look through past ones and things like this. And these series are designed to grab as many sort of collected messages as I can, and hopefully sort of, you know, it's for you. But that's, you know, so again, like I say, all of this is just sort of interconnected to what I do. And again, all of the donations I receive is all to do with me designating time, which is because you guys and gals have been fantastic with your contributions. It's allowing me to designate another day to do this. It's great. So I can do more. I can take that time to invest into it more. And again, it's all to do with, you know, putting it out there and giving you people's what you need, what you want. So it's you know, my time is my service to you guys and gals, and again, you guys and gals paying it forward is great, really just great karma for you guys, because there's always somebody that needs people like me, doctors like me, and again, because I do paranormal investigations too, like it really helps. So if somebody really is looking for a missing loved one, but they can't afford to sort of use my service for many reasons, this is what it pays for. So I can designate that, you know, that charity time to those people. So it's you know, it's great that people do this. It's a great contribution. So never forget that. So like I say, just enjoy the collective messages, the series, and like I say, if you know somebody that maybe a message that's coming through, if it resonates and you think I know somebody that sounds familiar, again, just like, share, and share the videos. If you feel like it benefits somebody, please do it. That's what it's all about. And, you know, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. As you can see, my channel is just really like, it's great. It's like, I'm so patient. I mean, I'm such a patient little authentic weirdo anyway. I love it. But I do work very hard. I put so much work and effort into one of my creations and everything that I do. So I'm just sort of seeing it trickulating up and up and up. It's great because it just means that you guys and girls are really helping really push this channel, and I absolutely thank you so much for that. So we are moving up, as they say. So please welcome here. Come with an open mind. With somebody like me, you just need an open mind. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in, but an open mind is everything. And you might just learn something new. And, you know, I'm always learning. I'm always meeting great people, and I'm always learning something new every day. And that is the beauty of life. So I welcome you here, and and just again, enjoy the series, and I will speak to you all again very soon. Hi everybody, I'm Butterfly Karen. How are you? Okay, so this week's collective energy readings were they weren't like the normal ones. They didn't come, I mean, they were mainly divine messages. And messages, not just for me, but definitely for the collective. So I kind of, from the second messages onwards, they were all from the divine, and they came in different waves. So they may resonate to some people. You know, the whole point of messages from the divine, etc., or 5D, it's all about the healing process. Absolutely. And you know, if you go back to my videos and you read the e-readings, the e-books based on the collective energy readings, if there's something in there that resonates with you, like maybe a behavior or a pattern of behavior that maybe you need to change. If you're listening to a message from somebody, you think, oh la la, that sounds a bit like me, oh la la, that it's a way to change that behavior and that pattern. So, you know, even though people say, well, kind of like they seem a bit negative messages, they're not negative at all. The truth. I don't understand this society today where they can't handle truth. It's like they're not conditioned or programmed anymore to handle truth. It's like they're only conditioned, and the capability of their psychology is to handle lies and bullshit. That's not life. That's not how life works. Truth has nothing to do with negativity. Now, whether you decide to take a truth and go, well, makes me feel a bit negative, or you take that as negativity, that's your individual decision to do that. That's your choice. They're not something to do with negativity. It's just truth. And sometimes you have to hear it, and whether you like it or not. So sometimes I feel like if people are reading, listening to the messages and thinking, ugh, sounds like something I did, really shitty, oh la la. Well, that's okay. It may not be for you, but if it resonates to you in a way like that, change. It's for you to accept that, acknowledge that fault, and think, right, I can't do that again. Ooh, I didn't realise ever was seen. So change. That's all you need to do. Anybody can change if you want to. I know they say leopards can't change their spots. Sometimes they can, but you have to want to. Those who change is only because they want to. Those that can't change or don't change is because they don't want to. It's as simple as that. and that's just human behavior. So when I am connected to the divine and I do get the divine messages, I absolutely, I invite them in, like, because they're for everybody. Regardless of what your belief systems are, has nothing to do with that. These are just for everybody. And these ones, it feels like it's for more light workers, and I mean, you'll probably get that in the message anyway when I read them out. But so yeah, I mean, it was nice. It was just wasn't the sort of collective energy, or the connection to the energy I was expecting. I was expecting like lots of really cool stuff again. I'm like, oh my god, just hit me, you know, let's get some messages now. But it wasn't like that. It was just, and it's strange because I can always feel the difference between a divine message and a message from 5D. So that's really weird too. And this, again, I don't want to start discussing belief systems, because energy is energy. It's nothing to do with religion. Energy is scientific. So I know most people don't understand that. Most people think because people like me are connecting to energy, and we're hearing or seeing clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, oh, it's nothing to do with religion. Religion is man-made, science and paranormal. This sort of field, energy is not religion. It's scientific. It's just, but I'm not going to get into that. It's just, energy is energy. We're energy. We're divine in so many ways. But to me, I do connect with a higher divine, a supreme, and that has nothing to do with religion. Again, it's not. When you want to, if you want to look at a divine as your version of your God, that's okay. That's your choice. That's your right, free will to do so. And that's your beliefs. But I tend to stay away from the whole religious paradigm. Don't, you know, man-made, in my opinion. That's my free will to believe that. So, but yeah, energy is everything. You feel it. It's vibrational. It's everything. It's frequency changes everything. So, again, like I say, I do know the difference, and I feel the difference when I'm connecting to the divine energy, the supreme divine. Now, it's really strange because I'm going to discuss the first one, which is really nice. It was for me, actually. And it was around 1:15 a.m. and I was just getting into bed. And I wasn't even like tired or anything. I was just like, oh, no, time for bed. I got into bed and I laid down. And I immediately felt like I'd just connected to energy, and I was like, oh, no, not this time of the morning. I want to go to bed. One of those. And then I felt like a vibrational sort of, I just felt like there was a vibrational pull, like an energetic pull, almost like a magnetic pull, but I wasn't quite sure what I was connecting to. So I just thought, okay, you know, okay, I'm connected, so I may as well just hear what needs to be heard. And all I heard was a male voice with an American accent, but I didn't recognize the accent though. Like, you know, when you know people and you think, oh, I recognize that voice. That sounds like, you just know, you recognize people's voices. I didn't recognize this one, but all I heard was, I love you, Karen. Like, I love you, Karen. And I was like, okay, thank you. And it was really nice because, one, I wasn't expecting anything like that, and two, I just felt a real warmth. I felt such a warmth from it, and then I don't know if I don't know how this feels, unfortunately, and it's really, really sad to say, but I'm all about truth. I don't give a shit. I don't do lies and I don't do pretense. I don't know what it's like to feel love, like to be loved. People can say it to me all the time, but that doesn't mean I feel it. But when I heard this, I felt like, oh my god, is that what it feels like to be loved? Literally, that's how I felt. I'm like, that's really nice. Oh my god, and I felt like, well, thank you. At least someone loves me. But I just felt gratitude. It was really strange. So yeah, I ended up getting a really good night's sleep. I just, as soon as I heard it, I was like, well, thank you for that. I felt like, it felt like somebody genuinely out there absolutely loved me, and I felt it. And yeah, that's the first time I've ever felt anything like that. So it was really, really strange. It was really, really nice. And yeah, of course I'm going to be grateful about feeling something like that, you know. but it was really, I just have no idea. But yeah, it was really, really nice. So that's kind of what started the, you know, that was, like I say, that started this week's energy. I was like, okay, I'll have to put that into, well, obviously I was just connected to energy, so regardless. And then, so anyway, the second message, these, I believe there is 3 from the divine, and then obviously, and there's 1 from Michael. Archangel Michael. Sorry, let me just find it. So the first one from the divine was, nothing you have or believe you own is yours. That is folly of man and woman. You use what you buy, but it belongs to the system. When you break free, you will see. So that's how the first one came through. As soon as I heard that, I thought, well, yeah, I mean, I understand how the system works, and I don't really want to discuss the system, because that's an education for most people today, and I don't want to start sending people down rabbit holes, but you can do research, it's not hard. Or you can watch my Magnificent System video. I do have a video, it's under my Parapsychology playlist, and it's the Magnificent System. Brief, just gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. But this is, as soon as I hear this, I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, I know. I know. I knew, and I thought, okay, well, I have to deliver the message, so it just made sense to me. I understood it. Okay, actually, all 3 of these did. I mean, for me, I get it, but, and this one especially, because I've been feeling this, and I recently did a video about this, but I didn't want to give, excuse me, those sort of people too much, what's the word? Too much. I don't want to acknowledge those sort of negative people at all. I don't want to, you know, it's one thing to have your say and say what you think and be honest, but I don't want people to get off on that. These people are not very nice people, very narcissistic, negative people, and some of them are pretty evil, but evil's a choice, not a condition. So and you know, it's strange because for weeks I've been feeling like something has to give with this crap, something has to give with this, and I've been seeing it for quite some time anyway, but like I say, I've been on the receiving end of these attacks, and I'll discuss that in a moment. Once I finish these messages, I'm going to discuss that for people like me of what you can do. But anyway, the second divine message was, dear beautiful, kind and healing souls who are of service to others, they who have spiritually and psychically attacked you are now in receipt of their karma. Convey this message to all who believe they are under spiritual attacks here on 3D and 5D. You will soon see the evidence of this. They know what they do, and they will feel themselves what they do. Yeah, no. To be honest, I was, when I don't know, as soon as I hear that, I'm like, thank fuck, about time. I want to start seeing, I like justice, right? I like justice. So, I've talked about this before. There's a lot of people out there who are into like voodoo and all that kind of stuff. You know, believe in what you want, do what you want, but free will, do no harm. It's as simple as that. What goes around comes around, but for those people, they understand it comes back 3 to 10 times worse. So whatever you're putting out there, you be very, very careful. So it was strange that came through. Like it's almost like people are out there just doing like psychic attacks on people and stuff like that on 5. Just really weird. Why people would do that anyway? It's jealousy. I know the reason. It's just pure jealousy. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But it looks like they're about to get theirs. And I'm actually looking forward, and I don't care, I'm a nice person, but I'm looking forward to seeing justice. So when I start seeing people who I know have been doing this to me and other people, I can't wait to start seeing what's coming for them, because they need it. You need a taste of your own medicine to understand you don't do it. It's as simple as that. It's not hard, is it? And then hopefully you learn a lesson from that you don't do it again. If you do it again, you're just a glutton for punishment, and you know what? You're just a bad human being. Simple as that. And there's nothing cool about being a bad human being. Mind blowing. And then, so I believe, so that was so that was the third message that came from the divine. And then the fourth message again, these just came through as clairaudience too. Do not fear death or how it comes. It is the start of the next life in this new earth. Old energies and old ways of life will soon evaporate. Okay, so when I talk, to hear that might scare some people. You got to remember, a lot of these stuff can be metaphors. You can't just take them literally, right? You can't just say that and go, oh, literal. Oh my God, the world's we're all going to die. It's the end of cycles. It's just because it comes in this way doesn't mean how it sounds is how it's going to be. But then again, for someone like me, I do not fear death, and I sure as hell don't fear. We all have to. It's a part of life. It's a cycle of life. Death is a part of life. It's coming to us all. And regardless of how it comes, unfortunately, I mean, there's like a million ways to die, you know, unfortunately. And I don't really get too morbid, but that's the truth. Probably a slight exaggeration, but anyway. Regardless, we know there is a lot going on in 5D, and we know there's a new earth. Most people probably won't even understand what I'm talking about. It is really for the spiritual community. But you can see it, you can feel old energies and old ways of life are not the same anymore. It's almost like they're dying out. Changes, there's huge changes going on. So, and we are in the midst of a spiritual war, good versus evil. So it almost feels like that's what the divines like talking about. And I'm looking forward to the new earth, but you're gonna have to ascend to enjoy the benefits of that. You're not gonna experience the new earth on 3D with that mind frame at all. You need to recondition yourself immediately. You need to ascend. You need to start raising your vibrations. Any person or persons on a functioning on low vibrational frequency, you're gonna be just stuck in the matrix system, unfortunately. Can't escape it, but you can learn how to live within it differently. Again, go to you can just. It's all about the system. Go back to the magnificent system. It was designed that way for a reason. And designed by man, believe it or not. Now, let's go back to the spiritual attacks. So, when you understand light, for me, I work with light force and life force. Life force is Reiki healing, life force, right? It's healing. We're all healers. You're a healer, I'm a healer. It's just healers like me, we accelerate the healing process for people. That's all we do. We're not like, oh, we're magic and we heal, and oh my God, no, stay grounded. No, we just accelerate and access, and we use our energy to start the healing process, to help heal the healer. That's it. We're not special in that. I know people have this God mentality, and this is what I'm talking about. When you, so anyway, like I say, I don't really want to get into the healing, but I work with light force. Light force is what destroys darkness. When you understand how to work with light force, you will just, I don't really know anybody else really that works with light force. I've never met anybody yet that functions and works with light force. Light force, yeah, absolutely. Many people. But light force, it's like, okay, so you have priests who perform exorcisms. And again, that's on a religious avenue. I, as a minister, I work with light force. It's all about negative energy, dark energy, etc. You just exterminate it with light force from the universe, from consciousness. It's light consciousness. Darkness, dark energy, low vibrational people, low vibrational energy, it cannot be around light. It doesn't like it, because it it almost like triggers them. And I've been in the presence of people like that, believe me. And so you don't have to believe me. What I'm saying is, when you, I function, so I work with light force. Now, whenever I'm going to, before I even go into a meditated state and I'm going to connect to energy and I'm going to go to, connect to 5D, the first thing I'll do is my own ritual. I'll take myself to my secure place. And then basically when I'm in that safe space, my place that I do before, I'm protecting my vehicle, because especially because I do a lot of remote viewing and astral projecting. I'm always going to be, this is so important, to protect the vehicle. And then obviously I'm going to be connecting to the divine, and then I'm going to, connect directly to Michael and be like, hey, warrior of light, warrior, absolutely. You have to protect your energy field from people that I'm talking about. Energy field from people that adopt this God mentality that they're fucking magic. This God mentality that they think they can hurt another human being, from like sending out voodoo and ill wishes and curses and stuff, right? First of all, I've said before, I don't give them credence at all. You cannot be hurt by anything if you don't believe in it. So when you start believing in it, you're going to start going down that negative energy path. You're going to start going into that dark path. And then you've got to start looking, and then you'll become consumed by it. No, these people have got a God mentality, that is it. Irrelevant. They're not grounded. They don't understand the earth. They don't understand spirituality. They're just not very good human beings. It's as simple as that. And when you understand how the abilities of the mind, human abilities that we've all got access to, you start abusing them. People like that start abusing them. And then there's, they're into voodoo and all that kind of crap. Okay, white magic, black magic. Even white magic, it's okay. But the whole point is you do no harm. You don't start sending out psychic attacks and things like that. Dark magic, that is all you're going to expect from people. That's all they do. It's all they know. They go to the dark arts. It's just the way it is. And they use that to try and hurt other people and hurt other people's energy field. And it's all just stems from jealousy. The human trait of pure jealousy is what fuels these people. It just so happens when they get so ungrounded and ingrained into this sort of area, they lose perspective, logic and reason, because you wouldn't do that if you stuck with logic and reason. You wouldn't hurt another human being ever, for anything, for any reason. And then you adopt that God mentality, and before you know it, you feel like you're superior, you're better than everybody else, and there you go. So, but these people do put out nasty attacks. They put out really bad thoughts. But I've said before, everything on 5D is seen and heard. So everything that they do and everything that they say is seen and it's heard. So even though they think, well, no one will know, no, we know. And then when we get divine messages like this, just putting it out there for people, people like me who channel the Supreme Divine, it's simple. We know. And guess what? Your karma's coming. They're all about to. Those that have been doing it more recently, and I think on a grander scale as well. It's really strange. You're about to get yours, literally, and whatever you put out to the universe is going to come back to you. Universal laws, natural laws in place for a reason. So enjoy it. Enjoy your karma you've created for yourselves. And if you don't like it and you don't like how it's going to affect your lives, think about that next time you try and do that to another human being, because you have no right. They have no right. It's as simple as that. But it is the behaviour from bad human beings. And you know what? I am so sick and tired of hearing this whole, it's got issues, she's got issues, he's got issues, blah, blah, blah. So what? That doesn't give you the right to hurt another human being. Fix your issues. Go and see someone. Get some counselling. Fix your issues and fix you. Because regardless of what your issues are, you have no right to hurt another human being, to make yourself feel good about yourself, to give yourself some sort of validation. Bizarre. And no, just because you think you can, or because you think you're magic, you're not magic. You're an ungrounded, bad human being. That's it. You're just a shitty human being. And that's the truth. And so basically what I had to do with the use of light force, and I do the, you know, that's what I do. It's one of the things I do. I had to go to battle. I had to go on 5D and do battle. I had to basically preserve my life, my energy field, and I had to lose a lot of light force to basically get rid of the shitty negative crap that jealous people are just sent into my energy field. It's like, really? Is that the best you got? It's really, really sad. And to sort of see that sort of, those little dark shadows or whatever it is that I don't pay any attention to it, but I feel it, and I don't want it affecting my energy field. I want these people at my energy field. So I was just using a lot of light force, and yeah, it's all gone. My energy feels nice and clear. So I work with light. That is it. I don't do darkness. I stay away from the dark. I am literally the light of all light within me. That's nothing to do, that's not a vanity or anything like that, or egotistical. It's nothing to do with that. When you understand light and you have the light within you, you are the light of all light within you. You are divine. You are divine light in you. It's as simple as that. How you want that to shine and what you do with that is entirely up to you. You can help another human being with it, or you can just keep it for yourself. But you can't ever harm another human being with it. But you wouldn't do that when you're working with light and you're a light soul or a light worker or a light warrior. You're not going to do that to another human being. It's only vile, nasty, negative, narcissistic people that do that kind of shit. And you don't want to be around them in the 3D anyway. You don't want them around in your circle of friends anyway. You don't want to be around these people. It's no different to, you just want them away from you. They are bad people. Their negativity is just going to really affect your good energy field. And you don't want low vibrational energy around you at all. You can't help those people. Those people do not want help. And yeah, let them blame their issues. Let them remain in victimhood, in victim mode. Let them stay there. You can't help them or change them. They can only help themselves when they ask for help, when they seek out help and they accept they've got issues and problems. And when they go and get help themselves, they are literally on the road to survivalism and recovery, regardless of what issue they've got. Only they can help themselves by making that first step. Just because they've got issues, we've all got issues, that doesn't give us the right to hurt another human being because of it. We don't have that right. Again, when people get away from that God mentality, they'll start to change for themselves for the better. They'll start to like themselves more. When you get away from that bad energy and you start building up your self-esteem again, etc., you'll start to like yourself. And when you like yourself again, you'll start to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you're going to see the light. You're going to feel it. It's going to be around you, and you're not going to want to go back to that darkness because you've changed your frequency. You're functioning on a higher vibrational frequency. You've healed yourself, and even if you had to go and see someone to get help, that's part of you healing yourself. That's what you do. So when I'm being brutally honest, that's okay. Honesty, you can work with honesty, and if it's the honesty that triggers you to go and help yourself or fix your issues, fantastic. You cannot fix yourself or heal yourself through other people's lies. If somebody wants to sit there and blow smoke up your ass, that's not going to help you heal or fix you or anything. It's not going to work. Sometimes you have to hear the truth, whether you like it or not. And for me, I'm literally one of those people. I work with truth. I don't work with lies. So don't, no. A lot of an amazing, beautiful energy. And I think maybe the divine messages came through for this session this week was for that purpose, to sort of give, people like us, it's all coming. Everything's going the right way. We're on track. I guess. And as for spiritual attacks and things like this, don't give it too much credence. Just, you know, work with your light, try and tap into the light consciousness when you're through meditation, and just ask the divine, ask Archangel Michael to protect you, protect your energy field, to protect you from negative energy in 3D and 5D, absolutely. You don't have to be religious to believe in any of that. You don't have to, you can be an atheist. It's just if you want that extra, you just have to ask for it. Or reach out to people like me, can help you. If you need an energy boost, if you want a light energy boost, or like again, actually, if you go to my website, just, you know, there's things I do light force cleansing, energy cleansing for a reason. If there's negative energy that you've accumulated from people around you, etc., that's what I do. It's a form of healing, but I like to get rid of that. I like to use the light force first to get rid of any negative energy, and then I do the healing. There's no point in healing somebody who's full of negative energy. You need to get rid of that shit first, then use the life force. So that is entirely up to you. That's your prerogative. Other than that, so yeah, be kind, it's free, and I will speak to you all soon.